I've just finished a 2-hour podcast with Emily, or we're nearly finished.
Hey vlog, back. After all, it feels like a massive break. I think I'm finally ready to start posting on YouTube again. It's been really busy like past 2 months. I've been like restructuring the agency, been like onboarding new staff in terms of like admin. We've had like one of our biggest contracts come through from the States. I moved to a new city. Everything was up and down for a bit. I did try offloading the editing to Leo, who's joined the company now. And I actually decided like I missed it a lot, like editing it myself and recording the vlog. So you guys might remember that I'm a big fan of reviews and like doing a weekly review, and then also figuring out what I'm going to be doing in terms of planning for that week as well. And did have a review system that I showed you in the previous vlogs, which I've now applied into more of like a journaling process. So I'll show you.
I got this vlog and it's really like changed the way that I work. The new process that I've done is pretty cool. You just write out your current projects and then you just write about it in a bullet point format. Anything that comes up, which allows you to start thinking about ideas based around the project. I reflect on anything as well. Maybe it then leads to some extra thinking about like what went wrong this week with this project. So what do we need to create? And then you can write about what that system would look like as well, which has been really beneficial. And you do this for every project, as I said, and then also do it for your agency, because a lot of the time we get focused on like doing the work and not working on our business, which is why I treat Imaginary Space as its own project. So I always feel like we're gonna be working on stuff on it as well.
Needless to say, doing this, then coming in on a Monday when you're doing your planning. First of all, I look at the review that I wrote and journaled about and see if there's any action items in there that I then need to add to the project. And then after that, once we've done that as well, I then create a plan for the week, time blocking in my calendar, things I'm gonna need to be doing.
Along with all of that planning stuff, we've completely remade the way that we have projects and our wiki and stuff like that, where we're working out of just one Coda document now. And as you can see, I'll try and get the screen shine out. Split it into projects, we split it into departments, so departments have their own pages and stuff to put stuff in. We then have our wiki where we have like all of the things to do, like SOPs, and then we have retrospectives, which is just empty at the moment. So working out of one document is so much easier because we're not in loads of different documents all over the place. And this is actually the reason that like Coda was put together. It's kind of like their mission, just to have one doc. Finally decided to, I guess, start using it properly. And then another thing that I wanted to show you guys as well, which I'd highly recommend that we've started doing, is when you have something internally that you're working on, like a rebrand, class it as a project rather than like an internal task, because it's not to do with admin or anything like that. And take it through your process as well, like actually take it through your entire process from start to finish, and treat it as if it's a client project as well.
So as you can see, like a lot of redoing stuff. Any of you want any links to task managers that we built before? There's a link in my description with a task manager that I made like, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. Could be a good starting point for you if you're just getting new and into Coda.
Just finished a 8 PM meeting with our clients in LA. Yeah, went well. Just talked about the website and how it's doing as an update meeting. Releasing next Monday. Exciting. I'm exhausted now though, so I'm going to bed. Good night.
This morning we are in a really nice cafe. I'm here with Leo, who's... What would you say you are at Imaginary Space, Leo?
Marketing director.
When did you join us?
Late February.
4 weeks ago or something now.
Yeah, about a month.
Where's the sales?
It's like, what in that month? It's like, it's racking up in the double digits.
Leo's reading this book by Alan Dibb called The One-Page Marketing Plan, and he's taking us through like marketing stuff. This morning we're like branding, so we're just trying to figure out our strategy, goals and objectives, as well as that, who's our persona that we're trying to like attack. We'll do my drawing exercise, which is my favorite part of discovery. Yeah, doing it on Fig Jam on the iPad in this nice cafe whilst drinking espresso. Cheers.
Can't believe to begin to tell you how important the process was going through this and figuring out actually who we're trying to target and what sort of processes do we have in place, what sorts of processes do we need in place, and yeah, just some general details about like the persona of the kind of client that we're going after. So our marketing, messaging and website messaging is a lot clearer. The final part is to draw the front page of our website. We both did our own interpretation of this and then demoed it to each other and presented it to each other. If you have freelancers or people that you work regularly, it's really cool sometimes just to ask them what they think of the brand as well.
Here's what we got done so far.
A lot of really good stuff actually. The biggest thing that's made me think about it is probably like who we're actually targeting and what are the problems we're facing at the moment. What does that success look like as well?
We just finished our discovery. The temperature's really dropped in the UK today. Leo's like really feeling we just figured out like who we're kind of targeting and stuff. There's a couple like odd bits left to do, but it means I can try and like start doing style this afternoon, which is like the most exciting part. So yeah, can't wait. Feeling a little bit tired today. There's a really good book by the Basecamp founders I mentioned in other vlogs called Rework, and it's all about finding balance. So last night I worked an extra 3 hours into the evening for a client meeting that we had at 8 p.m. I took a longer lunch break today. I think finding that like balance so that you don't burn out is key. It is crucial. Yeah, keep smashing it.
Updating our freelancer who we have doing copywriting for our client. I then need to go through all of the notifications that I've got in our task manager because all of my friends who are helping me out work-wise have started putting stuff in, so I need to make sure that I reply to them. I make sure to do all of the website design work that I need to do in the morning. Any important meetings, stuff like that, all gets done in the morning. And then project management and replying to emails happens in the afternoon after lunch. That clear like break really helps, but also it's so beneficial to have like a routine like that so that you always know like what you're gonna do for the day. Hey vlog, so just looking at my calendar, it's 8:30 in the evening. Just trying to plan this week a little bit more so I have everything sort of set up, ready to go. And then I've been doing this new thing where I just write it down on paper and then leave this tucked here. So as soon as I look at anything on my desk tomorrow morning, I'll be able to see immediately what I need to do without having to turn any screens on, without having to expose myself to any digital stuff until I actually need to get to work. Instead, I have it all here for when I'm just like, you know, brushing my teeth and stuff in the morning. It's helping with stress, I would say, so I'd give it a go. Feel like you're looking at screens a little bit too much. I logged in this morning because I changed my emoji on my computer, and it was this little animated guy when I'm trying to log in. Bizarre. Remember that little bit of paper I showed you last night? Well, I'm doing the first part today, which is prepping for my meeting with Amy. We're gonna do it in FigJam. Need to go through a couple things in our admin department because I'm now offloading all admin and accounts responsibilities to her, including client engagement as well. So she's going to take on a lot more, and I just need to make sure that we're okay with that. Then got a meeting with Leo. We're gonna go over client engagement systems, how we can make sure that we're constantly doing good work for our clients and also re-engaging them for additional work. And then this afternoon I've got a client project which I'm just going to be polishing. Hey guys, I had a really good meeting with the admin department and I wanted to just kind of help you improve when working with other colleagues. And I think that one of the most important questions to ask is, what are you interested in learning and what do you want to get out of working here? Because at the end of the day, if your staff don't feel like they're improving, growing, training with you as you are growing as well, then I don't think that there's any point in them working for you, or at the very least you're going to find it really hard to retain. So we talked a load and Amy decided that she wanted to get into biz dev, so we just sort of thought a bit more about how she could increase her role at the agency and take on more of a biz dev role. We did that planning. On top of that, I also had a meeting with Leo. Did a load of planning and mind mapping, which was really good fun. And what we did was, first of all, we did the mind map, which is the bottom part. So planning out all of that stuff. And then afterwards, we decided what were the action items that we needed to take and who should be assigned to them. So the different colors are different people who are going to be assigned. I then put all of these tasks into the project manager and we're good to go. Things that we were thinking about in this session was how can we engage clients more? I think a big thing that we all forget sometimes is to follow up with our clients after we've done the work and make sure that they're happy, make sure that they're okay. I spoke to somebody via email, one of you guys who subscribed, about what they could do to build more client engagement. We thought about memberships in this planning session. The advice that I gave Jan was that you need to think about how can you constantly involve your client in updating their website on a month-by-month basis. There's a really good link in the description called the Agency Playbook, which is like half finished by the Coda team. And in it, they talk about retainers. And a trend that I've noticed with other agencies is that they will have a points system where you can every month spend those points to improve your website, but they don't roll over into the next month. So then you can end up charging $250, $500, $1,000 a month because you're actually giving them something in return for that maintenance package. And then you just need to make sure that they actually spend the points. So something that we're gonna start doing, and something you guys can steal as well,
is a monthly status update with our clients where we just say, how are you doing? Is there anything in your business right now that you're struggling with that you need help with, etc. Generally checking in on them, making sure they're okay. This is going to be handled by our account manager, and that's a role that I need to define and figure out what their specific skill sets are going to be to do that. In the meantime, I have to now take all of these notes from this morning's meetings and put them all as tasks. So I'm going to do that now.
I am in Muse today with Leo. We are planning social media. Now you can tell everybody what we're doing today.
We're going to plan our social media strategy.
Yeah.
It's a very important aspect of your
Why are you trolling?
I'm not trolling.
Hey guys, so I didn't really get to vlog much today. I was feeling like pretty ill, so just took the day off. Although I didn't get to vlog a lot, it is now like 7 o'clock. All my friends are doing stuff. I'm now finally looking at the branding for our studio because we're revamping completely.
Doing a complete rebrand, so I'm starting with stylescaping, which is the first part in any of my website design process. What I'm doing today is just taking stuff that I find in my Instagram feed and then transporting that from my feed into here so I can just start mood boarding stuff. I like quite a lot of fashion and design stuff, so as you can see my feed is pretty littered with that, which helps because my niche is fashion. So I'm just trying to find stuff now that like fits really well and would go well within the branding. Once we've done that, we just start pulling out words from the discovery that we did. So we figured out who our kind of persona is that we're targeting. Let me just get it up. So we just kind of try to identify the interests and personality of the person that we're targeting, and we're just trying to figure out, you know, what are some of the things that we can include in the design that will hit the personality and interests of our target persona. Also, Leo and I, the whole strategy, just him and I, and figured out some of the words as well. So I'll pull out some of these words now and use that in the stylescape to kind of help bring a cohesiveness about the style and the brand that we're going to go for.
You know I'd be new when I've been wearing the same hoodie for the last 3 clips or a couple clips over the last 3 days. It's Friday, so it's like reflection day. So what does usually happen on Fridays? Well, I get really excited because at 9 AM I have my coaching session, which I've done with my coach Brandon. And now I'm doing a work review. So I'm just sat on my couch in my sitting room, and we're gonna try and focus on current projects and then the individual projects that we have, and then what's going on at Imaginary Space as well. So I'll show you what I mean by that once I'm done.
So start off by just listing out the different projects that you're working on, and just write bullet points, whatever comes to mind when you're thinking about that project. You can do this as well with your own internal stuff, so I would recommend listing out your projects and writing bullet points underneath each, and then writing out your brand name or your studio name, and just writing a couple bullet points about how you think things have been going personally as well. Finally, you need to create some action items from the bullet points you've made on each project. So any that require further action, just go through and put a green star next to them. Then when you come to looking at them on Monday, you know which ones need to be taken action on and which ones are just you having some, general thinking or musing about.